Okay, here we go. We're gonna go into the how to AD carry and how to CS, covering the laning phase only. It's not gonna cover team fights. If you want to know about those, stay in the back and don't get shot at. We'll cover more later. But for right now, we have Corki and Leona against Nami and Tristana. Now to start out with, we have Mumu going in, and Tristana and Nami are helping him get his blue buff. This is fine. Katarina's going back, but Corki and Leona are invading. Right off the bat, this is a good idea, but can have problems because they're going into a 2v3, and Katarina's right over there. But what they do is they go in, they get some damage down on a Mumu, and Leona puts a ward. The ward is very important, because that means they can see whenever they're trying to do it, and they can see the fact that Mumu is at half health. So backing off because they realize that Katarina is right there. And they continue on. And Corki sees that a Mumu is really, really, really low. Now the key for a Mumu is that he needs his blue buff. If he doesn't get it, he's in trouble. Corki is playing very ballsy. He's going in. We have Tristana, and the Kha'Zix are on the side, forces a flash, and then he flashes of his own, and they end up killing Tristana. Almost getting Mumu, not quite. Now this means that Corki lost some health, but he got 100 gold and some experience up on Tristana. Now Tristana has to go back. She'll come to lane, probably with the same item she had before. And Corki is going in, and he's down one health pot that he's chugging right now. He's getting free farms on everything, while Tristana doesn't, which is going to instantly give him about a 10 CS lead, which is a pretty good lead to have early on. Here he goes, he's pushing the turret, trying to get Tristana to lose as much CS as possible. Because if it just pushed the turret and the turret doesn't get any of it, Tristana really didn't lose anything. Here we go, Tristana is back, and the turret has not taken any CS yet. Now, it's important to note, Tristana is at full health. Corki is at half health. Now, Corki does have 1 level on her, but still, he's in a good position. Corki is backing off, not trying anything. Because if Nami can catch him out under the turret, Tristana gets free damage on him, and most likely, a kill. So he's staying back. Leona is staying back because what Leona does is she jumps in. And you don't want to jump into somebody under the turret. Bad idea. So this is going to be what we call a stagnant lane. This means that Nami, just barely behind Tristana, because Nami is a far back support, she doesn't get in the front line. Tristana's here, she's CSing. Corki is just behind his minions, CSing as he can. And Leona is waiting for an opportunity for someone to get out of position. But no one is out of position, so Leona is just kind of sitting there biding her time. Everybody knows where everybody else is, and nothing is really going on. Nothing is going to happen until somebody screws up. That's basically how the lanes go. If Nami can get some sort of water prison down on Corki, then everything happens. If Leona can catch somebody out when they're not under turret, or when they are, then something happens. Till then, it's just CS as best you can, and don't miss any. Now we have a Mumu coming down. There are no green wards, because this is really bad. Tristana jumps in, we have Corki flashing out, Tristana going over. We're going to go back and watch that in slow motion, so you don't miss anything. So Mumu coming in from the top again, Corki at just over half health, and Tristana jumping in, with an explosive shot, getting burst down, and Corki is popped up and stunned. Leona was able to catch Tristana, and that one bit that she's able to provide for Corki, that little bit of less damage, is what saved his life, because he got down to under 50 health, which is one shot from anybody at this point. Now, the red team was unable to capitalize on Leona jumping into the middle of 3 of them, because they blew everything on Corki. Now, that's a very, very lucky Corki right there, and there's a good possibility that they could have caught him doing something else. Who knows, but he's able to get away, and Tristana gets to free farm against Corki. Corki didn't go back, he just took his other pot. Which means Corki is really low at this point. and Leona's going in. That's what Leona does. Tristana was just a little bit out of position, and if Corki had had health and mana, they probably would have chased a bit more. But now Tristana is really low, Leona is under half health, Corki is really low, only Nami has any health. And Nami is harassing away, because Leona couldn't do anything. If Leona went in, she would be dead. And so Nami gets free harass. Nami can probably get more free harass, but she wants to play it safe, because Leona has mana, and her cooldowns are up now. And everybody knows that. Or they should anyway. Now, Leona's going back, and Corki had better go back, otherwise he's facing a 2v1 and everybody has full health. Okay, there he goes back. Which means Tristana gets the free farmland that she wanted, and she gets to try and make up all the CS that she missed when Corki was able to force her out of lane because she died early. Stay that up a little bit. Tristana's farming. There it goes, la da 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 da. Leona gets into lane here, and Leona is going for blood. She has her AD carry behind her, and all she did was force the jump. Tristana is really good at getting away with that jump. Now, we see here Leona moving up. They obviously saw her move up, and they know Corki's right here. Corki can Valkyrie over and get just behind Tristana, and Leona can jump in and hit Tristana. So Tristana is right now in a bad position. And Leona's looking for it. And Leona is going to go in. See Leona getting the stun. But Leona got knocked up because of the water prison. Corki Valkyried in. It only got about half of Tristana's life. That's because Nami and her Aqua Prison are very good at knocking people up when she can catch them. In this case, she knew exactly where Leona was going to be and saved Tristana from death. Because if she hadn't, Tristana would probably be dead. Here we go. Back to ground zero. Corki is staying and CSing, while Leona is trying to zone them out. Because they know that Leona's there, but they know if they come anywhere in this area, they're dead. Because Leona is exceptionally good at holding people down while Corki gets to kill them. And so they're just going back. I don't know why they're going back again so early. They're at full health, but they want to go back because they don't want to risk anything. Corki gets all a nice free farm here. La-di-da. In this situation, you really want to miss as little CS as possible because there's nobody there, so there's no real excuse for missing CS. So Corki pushed it to the turret, using all his abilities. And here we go, he's looking around, poking this far forward. You can tell Corki wants to get Tristana. They've been winning the lane, he wants to poke her, he wants to do something, and he's not. So Leona is staying back. She knows there's nothing she can do. She does not want to dive full health Tristana and full health Nami. Going back here, and here we have Nami being caught out. Nami flashes away, and Tristana jumps in to try and help, and gets exhausted for her troubles. They have a little battle going on in the river here, and Corki goes up, tries to help, couldn't get there in time. Now, if we rewind, at this point, Corki should have started moving up right here. He wasn't quite fast enough, because if he'd been a bit faster, he could have gotten a kill onto Katarina. Probably couldn't save Lee Sin, but could have got a kill for his troubles. Now we see them turning around, okay, oh no, Tristana's right there. And the Mumu was right there. So that was very good, the Mumu coming around, helping the Katarina, and the bot lane collapsing, and they almost got a kill and definitely forced Corki back. He was about 100 health when he ran away. So Leona is going up, CSing as she can, and she has to be very careful. Because Tristana, a little bit of mana, could jump on her. Now he gets the Aqua Prison down, and it's goodbye Leona. Because Leona is great for setting up kills, not very good for 1v1ing, or 2v1ing in this case. You see, she's just staying back. Mumu comes down, pokes around, doesn't do anything. And here we go. Back to Corki, and he didn't lose any CS to turret, which is a very big factor. Now if you notice, Tristana's out here. Leona's well within range, which means Tristana might get caught here. She does have the jump. So Tristana's only chance to live is to make that jump and bait out the Zenith Blade from Leona. So we have Leona running in. She gets the Zenith Blade. Corki Valkyrie's in. And Tristana does get the jump. And Nami's Aqua Prison gets both Corki and Leona. That was an amazing Aqua Prison, because that just saved Tristana's life and did a little bit of damage to Leona and Corki. In the end, that was about an even trade, even though Tristana was out of position. Got some damage onto Leona. And here we go, Leona going in again. Leona getting Aqua Prisoned again. And Corki firing missiles and almost getting a kill on Tristana. Tristana was down to about 4 health. So Leona went in to try and save what he's there, got a free turret shot. And so this is the power of the Leona Corki lane, or almost any lane with Leona in it, so that you can catch them out. If you want to beat a Leona lane, you have to poke the Leona lane. A Lulu is great. I see ping's going down just because they really need a gank down bottom. So Corki is at 001, sitting at 122 attack damage, while Tristana is 010, 47 CS, and sitting at 105 attack damage. So there's a distinct advantage for Corki, and he's getting all the free farm that he wants. And so we see Leona zoning them out, because they know if they come in, it's going to be a problem. Tristana came up just enough to get some CS, and then to run away. Corki's taking a few shots at the turrets, and Leona is looking for the dive. You can tell, going up like that, she wants to dive, but she didn't. Corki getting down a little bit of harass, taking some harass, so ends about even for that little bit. Mostly because the minions are doing so much damage. Never underestimate the power of minions. Now, at this point, Amumu just walked into the site for this site ward. So now the green team sees Amumu coming in, Nami's going to come down, Tristana's going to come down, and they're going to go for a gank. This is going to happen a lot, especially if you're winning. So Corki is doing something around here. Leona tries to bait out the Tristana. That's going to be the main source of damage. Corki is hiding in the bush, and then Valkyrie's over and dodges the bandage toss. That is very important. Now Leona's shield went off, and Corki got a missile on, which does tons of burst damage. And you see Kaz is coming in just to finish off Nami. Now, even if they hadn't had Kha'Zix there, there's a good chance they could have killed Nami, or at least killed the other two. And so now, they just got 2 kills. They're going to go take Dragon. Very important. Please remember this. Remember anything, take Dragons. If you win something mid, you win something bottom, take the Dragon. It's very important because it's worth about 2.5 kills for gold spread across the entire team. And so you really, really want to get those whenever possible. And so now Corki is just going to go back to farming, and we're going to call that good for this tutorial on AD carrying.